like, who is associated with a certain IP address. This is only more detailed transactional logs.
So there's no warrant, there's no judge involved, there's no secret court that you have to go to. You don't have to show any evidence. In fact, you can use these to troll for evidence and then go back to the court and say, well, now we've got the evidence we were looking for thanks to the NSL, and now please give us the warrant so we can go after these people.
And there's a lot of belief that's happening. And to Google's credit, they will say quarterly how much of these they're getting. I mean, they'll tell us. They don't give us details.
Twitter has also pushed back, right? And even some telcos have, but not our very big ones. They seem to have kind of been co-opted by the government.
A lot of companies will not tell us at all how many of them they get, whether they comply, how much they comply. It is all very secret.
Google and Twitter are rare in sort of volunteering some of this information about how much they get. There's no aggregate reporting as there is with wiretaps that would give us a kind of overall picture of how much these different electronic surveillance tools are used. The telcos normally are not so forthcoming, but Congressman Ed Markey sort of requested the major cell phone carriers to give a tally of how many requests from different kinds of law enforcement agencies they got, added up to about 1.3 million a year.
Wow.
A lot of that is cell phone tracking, a lot of that is calling patterns.
Also, just the compliance with that, think of the number of requests. I'm certain that the person receiving those requests at that volume would just automate the process and not even pay attention.
Sprint has done that. They created a back-end called L-Site because they said, we're getting so many requests, we just couldn't deal with them manually anymore.
It's like the information smorgasbord. They allow them to just dial straight in. We've heard rumors about that, too, with some of the other social networking sites. Kind of a creepy thought. One question here, have you developed your own ways to combat or accept this new world order of constant surveillance? So I guess the question pertains to you guys. What do you do in your own lives to keep your lives private and secret?
I mean, what we do is around the edges.
Right.
What can you do? You can not have a credit card. You can not have a cell phone. You can not go outside. You can live in a cave. I mean, they kind of make no sense. I don't have a Facebook account. That makes me kind of a freak. I keep all my email on my computer. That makes me a double freak. I'm doing some things around the edges, but by and large, there's not a lot we can do. I mean, you have to accept it simply because you're being surveilled. What we learned from the General Petraeus scandal is that even the director of the CIA can't keep email secret. I mean, if he can't do it, I don't stand a chance.
That is a very troubling case, isn't it? That Gmail hacking, it's a major intrusion. Not just the fact that it was kind of a comedy of errors with our two generals and they're flirting with this woman in Florida and so forth. That was funny and it had a comic element to it. But in fact, this Gmail hacking by the FBI with really no pretext, no evidence of criminality, and they trolled through until they found some evidence of something that they could hold him accountable.